Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a subscriber. This is going to be a reading for what you can expect this month of December 2021, last month of the year. So this time I decided to do things a little bit differently. So we're only going to be choosing by crystal. We have 3 options, and if you are new to pick a card readings, I love these because they are a real great test of your intuition. So whatever number or specific crystal, whether it be the color, the name, whatever draws you to that particular pile, that's going to be the pile for you. So in pile number 1, we have Amazonite. It's Amazonite. In pile number 2, we have Rhodonite. In pile number 3, we have Lepidolite. All right, so once you have your group picked out, feel free to jump in the description box below this video. I have all the timestamps marked so that you can just jump right on ahead. And I'm going to be pulling some tarot, and I want to say around 5 oracle decks for you guys this time. So I'm excited to see what's to come for all of you. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can go to tripletarot.com. I always have the link in the description box below. And if you'd like to follow me on all socials to see when I upload next, I am under Triple Tarot in almost all social media. All right, with all that said, let's jump on into pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading for what's to come for the month of December. I might extend and look a little bit at what your central theme is for January. I haven't decided yet, so you guys are going to be a bit of the guinea pig group, if you will. I love Amazonite. If you chose this crystal, this is a wonderful option because Amazonite really is, I want to call it like the truth stone, because it really helps you activate your throat chakra and speak from a place of authenticity, clarity, and speaking from your own truth. So we're going to see how that connects with the rest of your reading. So we're going to be starting off with the tarot first. I am going to be reading reversals this time around, so that's going to be fun and exciting. So let's see, for pile number 1, what's to come? What can we expect for this month of December 2021? For pile number 1, what can pile number 1 expect this month of December 2021? Pile number 1, what can they expect for this month of December 2021? Pile number 1, what can they expect for this month of December 2021? Okay, we're going to pick 6 cards up top of the deck. Wow, lots of reversals. Okay. We have the Hermit, the High Priestess, the 7 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All of these are in reverse. And then we have the Magician upright with Temperance reversed. Okay, so below your deck we have the 5 of Wands. So I am going to be using that as the like overarching theme for you guys, because I am seeing this literal need to speak your truth. Some of you have been a little bit hesitant to act, a little bit impatient, a little bit hermit mode, and this is the month to shake things up and really communicate from a place of authenticity and truth, being genuine and not standing by and sitting idle and trusting that you've got this. We have this energy for some of you of feeling like you've had to fight, or it's been kind of like a hard fought battle is what I'm getting with the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Swords, which sometimes can denote it's not necessarily a failure, but it's not seeing the success that we want to see. With the 5 of Wands here, though, it's telling you to not lose hope, because you definitely have what it takes with the energy of the Magician. This is a manifesting energy, but you have to see this as an opportunity to recognize just how much you care about this thing that you're wanting to manifest. If perhaps so far things have felt like an uphill battle, this is your final push. Because once you do, not only will you be able to wrap up the month nicely, your luck will change. These cards can be flipped in the upright position if you hold steady in your vision, steady with yourself, with the knowledge that you have all the elements at your disposal. If you look at the energy of the Magician, not only does he have the infinity symbol here in this card number 1, the card of self, but it's recognizing that you have all the elements. And the elements tell us that we have what it takes. He has a pentacle, a cup, a sword, and a wand in front of him. So when you have all 4 elements, you cannot lose. But it's about self-belief for you guys. Self-belief and communicating and being proactive. Now's not the time to stand by, sit idle, and watch and observe. Sometimes that is great to do. Sometimes that's the wise thing to do, but now is the time to really lean on other people, get out of your hermit mode, get out of that couch, and start manifesting and be a go-getter. Sometimes we're going to be pushed to get out of our comfort zone and to be more determined and assertive in what it is that we want to see manifest and achieve in our lives. With the energy of the Temperance here, I am sensing you guys having to do 2 things at once. Maybe it's just simply dealing with your personal life and your work life, or perhaps it is combining 2 things, 2 sides of you that you need to merge into one. However, it is a sense of having to combine these 2 cups in order to feel whole. Some of you might have had a time of reprieve, respite, pause, but all systems go come December. And we are now in the month of December, but that's what you can expect, is more of like this sense of like having to wake up. I'm seeing kind of like this energy of like of a defibrillator, of having to wake up and really, really go and push forward. Because things are not going to happen. There's not going to be a magical opportunity that comes your way. You're going to have to really fight for it with the energy of the 5 of Wands here. So we're going to be pulling some more Oracle cards for you guys. We have the Moonology for all of you who want to know. Okay. Ooh, what do you need to release? Well, we were talking about that. So let's see. What else should pile number 1 focus on this month of December? What's going to manifest for pile number 1 for this month of December? Okay, so we have a new romantic cycle begins, and we have believe in the impossible, 100%. And here we have take time to breathe out. So the take time to breathe out is not necessarily this energy of like being lackadaisical or just watching things go by idly, but it's more kind of like breathe out by believing in yourself, so that the Temperance card can be upright, because it did come out reversed for you. But it is kind of like a sense of knowing, of recognizing, especially with the High Priestess, that you got this. You have what it takes. We have what do you need to release, this energy of feeling like you're either unlucky or you haven't been able to manifest what you want in the time frame that you had, or how you saw it coming together. But just because it hasn't happened yet, it doesn't mean that it won't. It just means that you need to really be diligent at this time and really believe in yourself. But the beautiful thing is that we have these 2 gorgeous cards. These are the blue moon, which happens very, very rarely, and the new moon in Libra. So a new romantic cycle begins. For some of you, it could be romance, but Libra talks about partnerships. That could be romantic or that could be platonic. I see love in a bit more of a wider scope. So the love that you have for a friend, a family member, a coworker, it's just this energy of being able to collaborate with others without the need to having to really push or be pushy or be pushed. And being understood is really what I'm getting. Believing the impossible is that you can flip all of these reversals back to their standing upright position, because the Wheel of Fortune is good luck and opportunity when it's upright. The Seven of Swords, in this case, next to the Wheel of Fortune, would be a victory. And with the High Priestess, upright would be like, you know that you have it. You know that you got this. You can trust your intuition, and it's trusting in divine timing. So recognizing that things can definitely change for the better for you. And the Hermit is, in this case, when it's reversed, it's kind of like having to get out of our comfort zone, but also relying a little bit more on other people. And that's this energy of Libra, of being able to cooperate with another person, with a partner, with a person that can really help you get what it is that you want to achieve at this time. So I'm going to be pulling in a couple of more oracle cards for you guys. So for pile number 1, what can they expect for this month of December? 2 more messages for pile number 1 when it comes to what they can expect. Ooh, what can they expect for this month of December 2021? Okay, so we have Grace, 100%. Grace really talks about the 3 graces. So it's being able to have that collaborative spirit. So I do see that this time, and maybe that's what I was talking about, like having to combine 2 things. Either it's like your ideas with someone else's and meshing them together. But I am seeing this sense of having to collaborate at this time. And if you do, you can flip all of these cards in the upright position easily if you believe in the impossible, because it's here. It's in your area of opportunity with the Magician, and the Abundance card says that you have everything that it takes. Even if you feel like you've been dealt a difficult hand, or you have felt like this, maybe this whole year has been kind of like an upright battle. Like maybe you feel like this whole year has been a battle where you're having to push against the currents. But Abundance is here to let you know that good fortune can be yours. But in your case, it is a matter of trust. Trust in yourself and trusting in divine timing. And here we have passion. So if you connect with what it is that you love, and once again, I am seeing for some of you guys, this might really turn out to be romantic. If it is romantic, I am seeing that this is definitely like, I know YouTube is very focused on twin flame energies, and I don't know that I believe in twin flames, but I believe in people that come to teach us things. And I am seeing mirroring between you and another person. That means that you guys are in the same frequency level. You guys understand each other. And even though you're not cut from the same cloth, it is similar. It's this energy of being able to combine and join forces for some of you. And maybe for some of you, you might have had to wait a lot to have this situation manifest when it comes to finding the right kind of partner for you. Once again, I don't want to make it just about love, but it can be a partner in work. Maybe it's a new friend. But for some of you, it could definitely be romantic. And I am sensing this kind of like renewal energy when it comes to whatever it is that you love to do. Your profession, for example, or if you're a student, why is it that you decided to study the field of study that you're currently in and falling in love with it? For some of you, it's just like re-falling in love with yourself. Either way, it's beautiful. Now I want to see the area of opportunity. We talked about it a little bit here with the believe in the impossible, but I'm going to get more specific for the area of opportunity for pile number 1. Ooh, we have healing, 100%. So Temperance and the upright could talk about being able to heal things that have hurt us. And if you do some soul searching, if you do the deep shadow work that you might have to do at this time to flip these cards upside down in the upright position, rather, the healing energy says that if you allow light to enter your wounds, you definitely will heal. And I am seeing this opportunity, but it comes from within for you guys. It comes from having to honor your own truth, honor what it is that you want to stabilize at this time. I am seeing this kind of sense of having to solidify things instead of just letting it fester or being very, because this is really giving me hamster wheel vibes of like sometimes when we're manifesting and we're working and we're hustling, we get lost in the hustle. So for some of you, it might be a time where you have to be like, okay, I got to reassess. I got to reprioritize so that I can have these new cycles and really give my all when it comes to collaborative efforts. But this is a pile definitely of collaboration, either in work, in love, or dealing with another person. So a way that this can manifest is maybe dealing with a psychologist, for example, a therapist. If you are a believer, I am very respectful of other people's belief system, but maybe speaking to a priest, for example, or maybe it's a tarot reader. Maybe you've always wanted to get a tarot reading. Either way, it's just being able to see the situation for what it is and recognizing what you can heal. Now, in the area of difficulty or shadow, for pile number 1, it's peaceful among thorns. So that definitely connects with this energy of healing. Sometimes you might be a little bit more prone to being slightly more reactive at this time. Temperance, when it's reversed, can talk about being impatient, and with the 5 of Wands, just being a little bit more quick to react. And you're going to be called to take your time before you say something, before you speak your truth. Make sure that you use that Libra diplomacy and recognizing how best to be an effective communicator. So if you want to work with Amazonite, I definitely suggest it. It's a wonderful, powerful stone, especially when you have to do a lot of communication work. I always have one handy with me because it is very useful for you guys. Now, I want to pull some astrology for you guys. Ooh, we have one that flipped over. We have the 11th house, 100% collaborating with other people. The 11th house talks about groups, associations that we might have, but it also talks about dreams. So we had believe in the impossible because you could manifest a dream at this time. Okay, and I'm gonna pull 2 more for you guys. 2 more for pile number 1. Ooh. Okay, so we have Mercury and Aries. Okay, Mercury because we're communicating at this time. We're not just sitting by, standing idle. We're communicating what we need, what we want with ourselves, but also with the universe at large. Aries is a go-getter energy. 100%. You're being invited to not be observers, to be doers. Aries is the god of war, or the sign of Aries is governed by Mars, which is the god of war. So it's kind of like, I can, I will, I know, and I'll show you. Especially if you tell me I can't do something, watch. So Aries is definitely that feisty, proactive energy. And because you might have a lot of that fire, you have to be a little bit careful when it comes to your communication, not to either be ruffling other people's feathers or being more reactive yourself. And that sometimes happens to all of us. But I am seeing you being able to open up space to have other people enter in your life that are going to be helpful to you when it comes to manifesting something that you want. It's just the key for you guys is to be effective communicators. I was going to pull crystal card for you guys, but I'm not going to because I feel like Amazonite was perfect for this. So I'm going to be pulling in an overarching theme that your higher self and your guides want you to work on for 2021. For 2021, for pile number 1. overarching theme. I feel like this card wants to come out. Okay, your family won't like me. And sometimes I wonder if you care. And then we have the the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so essentially 2022 is not going to be a year where you're going to try to people please. It's kind of like, what do I want? What do I want to invest in? What do I think is valuable? Where am I feeling that energy of respect, of trust, and of honoring? And not really caring what other people think, because I sometimes wonder if you care. It's just like, okay, sometimes you could come across as a little bit more aloof or distant, but really truly what I'm getting from this is like, if you don't serve my higher good, bye. With your family won't like me energy. Because this is really giving me Three of Swords vibes. You're gonna be cutting a lot of people, things, and situations loose that you don't deem are valuable to your higher good. If they don't show you that they care, it's bye-bye time. That's really what I'm seeing for 2022. It's kind of like a deep cleanse of either how you're dealing with your diet, for example, or your contact list on your phone or social media. It's just doing a purge and recognizing what you think is valuable in 2022. All right, that's a little short preview for you guys for 2022. I hope that this reading was very helpful, insightful for you. And if you'd like a private reading with me, you can go to tripletarot.com. I always have the link in the description box below this video. And if you'd like an additional message for your sun, moon, rising sign, I invite you to follow me on IG, where I do one card pull every single month for all zodiac signs. I am under Triple Tarot in that space. Would love to interact with you over there. And with all that said, I'm wishing you lots of love, light, and blessings for this new year to come. Thank you for your time, for your visit, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care, pile number 1. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this beautiful rhodonite palm stone, you have really good taste, but also this is a gorgeous stone to work with when it comes to trying to activate the heart chakra. It talks about self-love. It really helps when it comes to times of distress. It really helps balance the yin and yang. So the light, the shadow, feminine and masculine area of your own energy. And it's just a very healing and gentle stone to work with. If that is of interest to you, you definitely can work with rhodonite. We'll see how this crystal resonates with the rest of your reading. I chose these guys intuitively, and I'm going to be shuffling live for you guys, and I am going to be taking reversals at this time. So let's see what pile number 2 can expect for this month of December 2021. What can pile number 2 expect for this month of December 2021? What can pile number 2 expect this month of December 2021? What can pile number 2 expect in the month of December? Okay. So, we have the Death card, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and then we have, the Magician reversed. Oh my God. I swear, I even shuffled away from camera. So if you chose pile number 1, 2, or you're just a cross watcher, this Five of Wands energy was present in that reading. But you did have the Magician reversed, and they got it upright. So there are differences here, 100%. I am seeing you guys being the transformative pile. That's why we have this gentle crystal with a rhodonite that talks about being able to help us in times of either stress, anxiety, or panic, I am seeing a need to ground yourself. This can be a very grounding stone, actually, rhodonite, because it does help when it comes to an overactive mind. Some of you will have plentiful choices. This is beautiful though, because while I am getting a lot of reversals for you guys, the energy, it's more like it's time to ground yourself and it's time to be realistic. So when the Seven of Cups is upright, we do see a dreamer card. When it is reverse, it's like time to get real, but it's also coming with a bit more maturity. So it's like a need to be realistic and to make a choice. This is a month of making that final push when it comes to a choice that you've been kind of either wishy-washy about, or you just didn't know if you had all the information. The Death card says that you do. Some of you don't want to ruffle any feathers at this time. It's also an energy that I'm getting. But with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, we're talking about inconsistency or inconsistent behavior that needs to change. With the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like you want to get there, but you're unsure on what avenue to take or what it is that you need to say. Perhaps words at this time can feel a little bit more conflicting. We are going to have this energy of perhaps opportunities from the past coming back for you guys, because we have Venus going retrograde in Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn placements, or specifically if you have Cancer placements, because that's the opposite sign, we might see kind of like daydreamy thoughts of people from the past. Either they're trying to contact you, but they kind of can't because you block them, or vice versa. That's an interesting message to get, but I am seeing kind of like a rebirth in one area of your life. Rebirth doesn't necessarily translates to like a literal death. It could be an ego death, but mostly what I'm getting for you, it's kind of like, okay, we're going to reassess the situation once and for all. Like, we're not going to push this for 2022. We don't want to carry this energy forward, and now's the time to get real. That's essentially what I'm getting for you guys. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, impatience is going to be key. I did get that for pile number 1 as well with the Temperance card in reverse. But with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like I want things to go, but I just don't know what road or what avenue or how to get what I want at this time with the Magician reverse. Some of you might be focused a little bit more in the obstacle and not in how to problem solve and how to find the solution. So take it like you would a puzzle, for example, and you're kind of seeing, okay, I got this, I'm capable, because the Magician upright is recognizing that you are capable. So it is here. It's just reversals, they kind of denote like slowness or stagnation with the energy, but the energy is present in your reading and things need to change. Like it's now or it's now. It's not now or never. It's now or now. That's the energy that I'm getting for you guys. With the Five of Wands, it might feel a little bit unsettling, but just remember that you're going through a transition phase. So this is not an energy that you're going to keep to next year. Definitely rhodonite can help you with these changes that you need to make. And if you don't choose to make them yourself, your hand is going to be forced and they're going to be made for you. So it's a lot better or more beneficial for you if you are the one that decides this stays, this goes, or this is the road or avenue that I'm going to take to fulfill my dreams. Otherwise, some choices, some options might fall by the wayside. So it's best if you take the choice as soon as you see this reading, as soon as possible. Don't delay. Now with the Moonology card, Oracle deck, we have for pile number 2, messages for December 2021. For pile number 2, messages for 2021. Pile number 2. Okay. You guys have take time to breathe out. And a fiery climax approaches. Bottom of your deck is don't let pride get in your way. So if you need help at this time, please just be vulnerable and communicate, because sometimes with it, especially these 2 knights and the Magician, it's kind of like, no, I can do this on my own. But it would behoove you to ask for help at this time. Don't be too prideful with this Five of Wands energy. It can be a little bit feisty. We have a lot of fire in this pile as well with Aries and Leo, and these are full moons. So they are culminations. All full moons talk about things that need to be released, and we have this major arcana upright that's talking about I need to release and let go. It's time to take time to breathe out. Rather, it talks about, with disseminating moon, of the inner knowing, of the fact that you're being guided to take the decisions that are going to suit you best. But you have to tap into your inner knowing, your intuition, your connection with your higher self, your spirit guides, God if you're a believer. I don't judge anyone by their own personal belief systems, but it's just kind of like reconnecting with self. So that could be your spirituality, however that resonates for you. But a fiery climax approaches because you're finally going to either release, let go, or choose A or B, or between all of these options, because there's a lot of options for you at this time. And I do see that the options are very different in nature, and it's not like one option is the right one and the rest are bad. It's that it depends on you and what you are ready for when you take that choice. So the choice will bring you to where you need to go. So don't overthink it. It's essentially what I'm getting. And with the magical spell cards oracle deck, let's see what we get for pile number 2 for the month of December. Pile number 2 for the month of December 2021. Ooh, we have joy. And we have inspiration. So I love that. We have fertility here. So you have a lot of great ideas at this time. So it's either the ideas that you're going to have, the options are pretty good. It's just kind of this energy of fretting or feeling overwhelmed. And Rhodonite definitely can help you with that. With inspiration, joy, and fertility, it's kind of like the light as opposed to the shadow aspects that we've talked thus far. A feeling, fertility is, well, if you're looking to be a parent, well, congratulations, now's the time. If that's not of interest to you, it's just more like your ideas, your own creativity, you're feeling like you can give as opposed to feeling stagnant when it comes to the heart space. So the heart with these, this crystal, it talks about the heart chakra. I am seeing more of an opening at this time, and that could be part of what's going to be opened up or change for you at this time. More, let joy in. If you become more playful, the energy will shift, and you will be able to flip these cards in the upright position, because upright, it's a really good reading. Now let's look at the area of opportunity for you. Area of opportunity for pile number 2 for December 2020. Ooh, you guys got multiple ones. We have fire. Yes. Fire and inspiration, and Aries is very feisty, very fiery. Ooh, my God, I love that. Okay, we have the Star, and we have Speak Up. So we have blessings, inspiration. What did we get? Inspiration. Time to shine, speak up, use your voice to express yourself. Some of you have been shying away from what you really think, and now's the time to let that out. With the energy of fire, you're not going to be able to contain your what you really think, your thoughts, your heart. You're going to have to be more giving at this time. Now's not the time to be like this with everything closed and being blindfolded. It's time to reconnect with that energy that's present here with the moon, of shifting that around and reconnecting with your higher self, your guides, your intuition, like we were talking about earlier. But there isn't an opportunity for you guys to shine. If you are a creative, this is going to be an amazing time. I was going to say a bomb time, because I see the fire, and fire really reminds me of the Ace of Wands. Some of you might have an opportunity from the past be revisited. There's a lot of things that you either have to say or you have to change, because we have transformation, rebirth, and renewal. And that is definitely this energy of death. And some of you might not want these people back, but you got to speak up then and say, well, I'm shining, and you're one of the people that got to cut. You don't have to say it like that, but you can just be like, okay, you're back, but now I recognize why it is I left, because we're not at the same level anymore. And if it is a situation from the past that you are interested in revisiting at this time, then it needs to transform. It needs to meet you, not just halfway. It needs to meet you all the way where you are, because your energy is very high vibrational at this time, or it will be. So I love to see that. And the area of, let's look at, I forgot to do the astrology deck for you guys. Pile number 2, astrology deck. For pile number 2, we have Hygeia, and we have the 10th house. Ooh, and we have waning gibbous moon. So this is a card that talks about healing and making sure that you have the right vantage point. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes we need another person to illuminate, especially next to the star here, the road ahead for us. So this could be in the form of a friend or someone that you trust, someone that you care about, that helps you see from a higher perspective what it is that you need to change, or what path is perhaps the one that resonates the most for you. The 10th house, I'm seeing you guys manifest something big when it comes to your career, because the 10th house talks about our reputation, our career, our studies, if you are a person that's in school at this time. But I am seeing you shine. So you're either going to get really good grades, or the work front is going to be amazing at this time, but it's going to demand a lot of your energy. And you might have to speak up and say, okay, this is what I can do. Don't overpromise, because if you do, you might get a little bit in trouble for not using your voice and not taking time to breathe, like we were saying, because we have a fiery climax approaches. We have fire on top of it. So there's going to be a lot of energy thrown your way at this time. So that could be why perhaps you might get a little bit overwhelmed, and that's why rhodonite would be a beautiful crystal for you to work with at this time. Let's look at the area of shadow. Area of shadow for pile number 2 when it comes to the month of December 2021. Ooh, we have calling the storm. So definitely might be some naysayers, there might be some detractors, there might be a little bit of instability around you, but it is an expansive energy because it is a 3, because 30 reduces to 3. So 3 is the most expansive number in numerology. And with calling the storm, it's kind of like, yes, when we are restructuring, when we are transforming, things don't feel as comfortable as they probably should. But try not to focus on the discomfort, and instead try to focus on the area of opportunity, which for you guys got way more cards. I did not mean to do 3 for you guys, but that's what you got. Don't tell the other piles. But with the star, speak up, and fire, it's kind of like there's a lot of fights. There's going to be a lot happening, and you need to center and ground yourself. And that's why we were talking about your spirituality, however it resonates with you. You can use rhodonite. Additionally, smoky quartz is a wonderful grounding crystal. I always use a little necklace here to help me see with clarity and ground my own energy, so that I can have these messages come through and see the cards clearly when it comes to the messages. But I am seeing this beautiful new energy coming, and a lot of energy at that coming for you. So you gotta be ready. You gotta ground yourself. Is essentially what I'm getting. But a lot of advancement when it comes to career. And just as a little extra aside for you guys, I just want to get the main overarching theme for this pile for 2022 rather. Let's look ahead for 2022 for pile number 2. For pile number 2, overarching theme for pile number 2. Ooh, wrongful advice. This means that all the answers you need are within you. In December, you might want to talk to someone You might want to talk to a friend or a colleague or maybe a romantic partner if you have it, just to bounce ideas. But when it comes to 2022, it's going to demand more of you, the energy of the magician reverse. We want to see you upright so that you learn to trust yourself and not be in this energy of stagnation or of delay, because that's what, for me, the reversals really talk about. So it's kind of like the answers are going to be all in you, and love is the answer at the bottom of your deck here, talking about, yeah, if you love what you do, you cannot fail. If you fill your own cup with love, you'll have that much more to give, especially for my creatives. I feel like this is a very creative pile. And if you work with rhodonite, it definitely will open your heart chakra. That's why it's this beautiful, gentle pink energy. Because I feel like the answers for you are going to come from within. Don't look externally, where it be a situation, a person, or a thing. It's more of an energy of being self-sufficient, recognizing that you have what it takes no matter what life throws your way. All right, pile number 2, that's the end of my reading. If you'd like an additional message for your sun, moon, or rising sign, I invite you to follow me over on IG, where I do a 1-card pull every single month for all zodiac signs. I do that work first over there, and then I do this work here second. If you like these readings, you probably will like the work that I do. So I invite you to follow me in that space. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can do so by going to tripletarot.com. I always have the link in the description box below this video for all of you who ask me month to month how to get a reading from me. And with all that said, I'm wishing you lots of love, light, and blessings this month and into 2022. Thank you for letting me read your energy, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care, pile number 2. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful lepidolite, then this is going to be your reading. I love this crystal because it has so many uses. I personally use it whenever I am feeling like I need to reconnect with my own intuition, in times where I'm feeling a little bit stressed out or where I can't see clearly. I always feel like this one activates my third eye, and it's just a very gentle and soothing energy. It's just a really multi-use crystal, and we'll see how it connects with the rest of your reading, because I chose all of these crystals intuitively, but it also does heighten, at least for me, like this, like any psychic ability. So let's see. For pile number 3. Pile number 3. My piles number 3s. Pile number 3. What can they expect this month of December 2021? Messages for pile number 3. Ooh, King of Wands. Hello. Pile number 3. Okay. So we have the 3 of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords. Let's start with this beautiful King of Wands. Let's put him over here. We have the Page of Swords. Ooh, we have a lot of swords here. We have the King of Swords. And lastly, we have the Hierophant. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are just not going to take things that you feel like are crumbs. You're not taking anybody's crumbs. If it's an opportunity that you don't feel like has longevity, long legs, if it's something where you feel like it's not equal, it's out of balance, whether this be a relationship, platonic or romantic, or an opportunity like a job, for example, if you feel like the pay is just not matching the energy that it would require, or there's just something off, something that's out of balance here, you guys are not investing in it anymore, because we have so many swords that are just cutting through the BS. You guys are coming across as very clear-minded. You guys know what you want, and you guys know what you need to get there, and you know what is no longer resonating or vibing. You guys are cutting out the fat. This is what I'm sensing right off the bat. The King of Wands does not mess around. Of all the kings for me, he's the one that's just like, yeah, no. And he doesn't even mince words, especially with the king and the queen. It's kind of like, I'm going to tell it like it is, and you need to hear me out. I am seeing like you're just cutting through illusions, cutting through the BS, cutting out the fat. The energy of the Hierophant is like you're ready for more stability, and stability is coming, and commitment. I am seeing a king and a queen, which is the energy of a yin and a yang. So positive, negative, light shade, feminine, and masculine, regardless of what gender you identify with. It's just kind of like, I know what I am willing to commit to, and I know what I really need, and I know what I don't. I recognize my worth, and because of that, I'm going to attract stability into my life. Oof, I love that. Who are you, pile number 3? This is the pile I chose, so yay. I am seeing a lot of kind of boss bee energy. I don't want to be demonetized here, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like being very clear. For once in either your life or in this transit, this month, or this whole year maybe, you feel really clear in who you are, what you want to become, and what you don't want. Love it. Very empowering. And for some of you, if you've had to let somebody go, it's kind of like, bye, I'm not going to miss you. I'm not going to miss you because it wasn't resonating. It wasn't giving me. It was taking. And we don't want takers in this pile. Okay, so messages. Additional messages from the Moonology deck for pile number 3. Pile number 3 for the month of December 2021. Pile number 3. Ooh. Okay, we have Believe in the Impossible. Okay, this is another card that wants to show itself. We have communication is key, 100%. You guys are going to be talking. Other signs are not talking, or other piles rather, but you guys are talking. Gemini is strong in this chart. I have a stellium in Gemini, so I'm sorry if I've placed a lot of my energy in this pile, but yes, it's kind of like we're going to be such effective communicators. So it's not just if you have any air present in your charts. We have air and fire, but it's kind of this energy of like, I know what I want and I know what I need to say in order to get it, especially when it comes to limiting beliefs. That's believe in the impossible. It's kind of like, no, I recognize a good opportunity when I see it, especially if it's longevity. You guys have the ability, some of you, if you are in a long-term job, or maybe you're a creative with this wonderful creative energy of the King of Wands, which sometimes talks about celebrity for me, especially next to the believe in the impossible blue moon, of being able to manifest something when it comes to the work front. We have show the world the real you. Yeah, 100%. You're not mincing words. You're being so authentic that your authenticity is going to lead you to a great opportunity that comes once in a blue moon and is going to cut what it's just like it's just not the vibe. I do want to mention that we are entering Venus retrograde. It's going to be retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. So check what you have in Capricorn, because Capricorn and Cancer, because that's the axis that it will touch a little bit more deeply. We all contain all zodiac signs. So for some of you that are like, I don't have any Capricorn, it doesn't matter if you don't have a planet in Capricorn, you have Capricorn somewhere. It governs one of the houses. So try to look at whole sign system for this, and it'll illuminate the area in your life where old opportunities are going to pop by, but you got to say no. It's just not the vibe. Don't go backwards. go forwards, pile number 3. And for the magical spell cards deck, we have for pile number 3 for the month of December 2021. For pile number 3 for the month of December 2021. For pile number 3. Let's see. We have justice, 100%. We want what's fair is fair. We want longevity, long-term contracts. We want reciprocity, please and thank you. And we have trust. Only people we trust, please. Not these people that like maybe gave us crumbs. These people or situations that we're lacking, that we're just taking, that we're not giving. People that subtract, situations that subtract, no more for pile number 3. And we have imagination. Yeah, really beautiful creativity for you guys. 5s are very prevalent, but in this case I'm seeing 5 as more of a Leo energy, with the King of Wands here specifically, of like being more playful and being more joyful and being more imaginative, and recognizing that the sky is the limit. If we can think it with all these swords, we will definitely achieve. But there's also justice. So there's going to be karmic retribution, especially for those of you that might get an ex come back. Oh my God, are they in for a treat? You might not even see them actually, because you're going to be so high up. This person's going to try to appear either through social media, or they might see you on the street. You might not even see them because you guys are separated. You're in like a different world. This could be a friend, an ex-friend or ex-business partner, or an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. It's just someone that was in your past that they really messed up. 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords, yeah, they messed up. And they proved themselves untrustworthy. So you can forgive if you want, but forgive and forget. This person, they have not changed their stripes. That's what I'm seeing for the majority of you, sorry. Trust here says that the more you trust in yourself, trust in the process, I do see that this situation can't touch you again. I am safe, I am secure. In love, I trust. My faith endures. So faith, it's a matter of faith with a Hierophant here, and trust. Matter of self-belief and faith. However that resonates for you. If it's believing in God, believing in energy, archangels, spirit guides, whatever it is, your higher self, it's just like, I got this kind of energy. Okay, with the astrology deck, let's see what we can pull for pile number 3 for December 2021. Ooh, we have Cancer. We have the 9th house. I'm going to pull an extra one. Ooh, we have Neptune. Okay, we have Virgo. Okay, we got a plan. This talks about plans for me being very orderly at this time. Please have a schedule, or you might come up short. Okay, so be very organized. We have the 9th house. So it's what do we believe in? Do we believe in ourselves? Do we believe in this? Because I'm seeing such a dreamy energy with Neptune. Neptune also talks about seeing through illusions. Oh, you're going to see people so clearly at this time. It's going to be really impossible for people to keep a secret or be secretive around you. You're going to see them. You're going to read people really well. We have Cancer and Virgo present as well when it comes to signs, in addition to these air and fire. Cancer really talks about family and talks about comfort. So if it disturbs the peace, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Because Cancer talks about, a safe haven. No one can rock your boat. So you don't even have to be fearful if anyone from the past or any situation comes back. It's going to be kind of like a bug that you can just swat away. I was seeing these birds behind the Page of Swords, but they really just looked like bugs to me for a moment. And I just saw him just going bye-bye. We don't want any more of you. With the 9th house here, it's a very expansive Jupiterian energy. that I am seeing a lot of growth, especially when it comes to self-belief and cutting, limiting self-belief. Or anything that you believed in before that was limiting in nature. Okay, in the area of opportunity for pile number 3. Area of opportunity for pile number 3. Ooh, yes, love to see that. We have hearts. So emotions and intuition, that's going to be really heightened. That's what I'm saying. Even though these are air signs here, that we have very, very strong communication. It's going to be very strong for us. We're going to have a very sharp tongue. We are going to be very sharp-minded, but also we are going to find the words that we need in order to bring healing to our lives, to connections. But it's all matters of heart. Does it resonate with you? Because if it doesn't, it's going to be so clear and evident for you. You can trust your gut at this time. Whatever doesn't you feel like, I feel like someone's hiding something from me. They probably are. Or this person isn't really being genuine. Trust in it. Your intuition is going to be really, really high with Hierophant and heart energy here. And do what resonates with you. Don't do things to please other people or just to heal the past, If someone comes back and they don't really merit your energy, don't mess with what you have, because all these people need is access. Some people, unfortunately, deserve to be cut because you learned all you needed to learn from this person. So the area of shadow or difficulty for the month of December, we have artificial heart. Okay, so some of you are going to be perceived as cold, a little cold or aloof, but it's also kind of like manipulative people trying to come back in, or situations, or a thing. So maybe if people try to play with your giving heart, because this is the area of opportunity. So it's going, even though we're very clear, especially when it comes to our mind, we're very connected to heart, very connected to source, very connected to your higher self, or whatever it is that you believe in. But the artificial heart is saying kind of like, not everyone deserves of this. And sometimes we might be a little bit too cold. Don't be cruel. But if someone from the past comes back, for example, or a situation that you want nothing to do with, just don't be petty, but just say, I forgive you and I'm ready to move on with my life. And I wish the same for you. I wish us both freedom. There you go. And then you can wrap it up in a nice little bow, because these people want to keep being takers. I can't stress that enough. If it's something or someone from the past, no more, please. We've had enough about of the situation. Okay. So yeah, because the artificial heart for me sometimes talks about narcissism. So try not to be too hard on other people, but recognize that some people don't deserve of the beauty that you built. And if someone didn't recognize your worth back then, even if they think they do now, something in them hasn't changed. Trust me. With these 3 cards, Okay. And when I was looking at these cards, they really reminded me of Saturn. This person needs a lot of hard lessons. They're going through it. And maybe that's why they're reaching out to you for your tender heart, but they don't deserve it. All right. And I was being called to that because this is a 3, reduces to 3. And we have this 3 and this artificial heart. It's just too many coincidences here. It's too many synchronicities. All right, let's look at 2022. Just the overarching energy for you guys. So you get a little bit of a preview for the year 2022 for pile number 3. We have I don't want to lose you. Oh my God. Are there going to be people or things from the past? Some people don't want to let you go. But you have already, I feel like for the vast majority of you guys, you're like, I let that go a long time ago. Or I don't want to be tied down. This is an energy that's kind of like, it's going to be very difficult to pin you down in 2022 because you're going to be moving like air, like we had over here in the center. King, Queen, Page of Swords. It's going to be really hard for people to try to contain you because you're air. It's the most movable of all the elements. We have time to ground yourself. Yes, sometimes when we are in so much in our head or in the air energy, we do need to ground ourselves. You can use lepidolite for that, or I love smoky quartz for that, and that's this big crystal I have over here, because it really does help with grounding. I got that message for all 3 piles. We need to ground ourselves a little bit more, but you literally got it. Time to ground yourself. So carry some nice lepidolite. It can really help you, especially when it comes to trusting your heart, trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, developing your intuitive gifts, like I said earlier, dealing with any situation that might have felt a little bit stressful. If you're dealing with people that are narcissistic or takers, keep some lepidolite handy. It will really help you ground yourself and repel that kind of energy. And I don't want to lose you. Also can talk about that you're headed for a big change. Even though we didn't get any change cards, we do have a 5. Even though the Hierophant is very stable energy, this 5 says that there are going to be changes for greater stability for you guys in 2022. So it is stability, because we do have a 4 here too, and 4 is the most stable number for me. So I am seeing a lot of change, but it's good change. So you guys are headed in the right direction. All right, pile number 3, that is the end of my reading for you guys. If you'd like an additional message for your zodiac sign, sun, moon, or rising, please feel free to follow me over on IG, where I do a 1 card pull every single month for all the zodiac signs. So you can find me under Triple Tarot over there if that is of interest to you. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me to see your specific situation, we definitely can arrange a session in that space. I always have the link in the description box below this video. And with all that said, thank you for your time. Thank you for the love and support that you've given me throughout this year or this month if it's your first time with me. I'm wishing you lots of love, light, and blessings this month and on to 2022. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye-bye.